Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce admin series. Today's topic is page layout and record types. So let's see what we are going to cover in today's video. Okay, so first we will learn about page layout. Then we will see different types of page layout, that is mini page layout, compact layout, and search layout. And then we will also go ahead and see what is a record type. So let's start with page layout. So what is a page layout? Page layout is basically organizing different kind of fields, buttons, links, and the related list on an object page. So whenever you click on a tab of any object, so the page which gets open is a page layout where you can organize different fields, like where that particular field has to be on the page, whether it should be in one of the sections or in another sections, where the buttons should be located, any other external links where it should be seen, and whatever related list will be displayed related to that object on the page, what all fields has to be there on that related list. All this you can design and organize on the page layout. So it helps to determine which fields are visible, required, or read only. Okay, so you can also determine, okay, this field I want to be keep it on the page, or this field should be required whenever a user is saving a record. This field should be a required field, or this should be only a read only field for the particular user on this particular page layout. So all this you can do on the page layout. It also used to customize the content of record pages for users. So whatever contents are there on the record pages for any object, you can customize it for users. So different page layouts can be assigned to different profiles so that each type of user can see fields that are relevant to them. So it's like you can have multiple page layouts for a single object, and you can assign these multiple page layouts to different profiles. Suppose you have one profile as sales and one profile as service. So what is a profile? So profile is basically a role or a group of access assigned to a particular user. So we will learn about profiles, roles, and access and everything in our further videos, but just to give you a basic idea, so any user in Salesforce is assigned with a profile, and then you can have different page layouts. So one profile can have another page layout, and another profile can have another page layout of the same object. So it is based like what kind of data you want to show them on that particular object. So based on that, you can define different layouts, and then those layouts can be assigned to different profiles. So whatever is relevant to that particular user, only that data would be visible to that user for the object using the different page layouts. You can also control fields displayed, sort order, and buttons in the related list. So like if you have a contacts related list in account object, so what all fields or how it should be sorted in the contact related list can be defined on the accounts page layout. So under accounts page layout, if you go in the related list, you can do the customization of that related list of the contact based on your need. So then we have some different kind of page layouts called mini page layout. So whenever you hover over a record, so you will see a list of few fields. So it is taken from the main page layout only, but then there are a section of fields which we are showing whenever we hovering over a record. So that is your mini page layout. Then you have something called compact layout. So what is compact layout? It displays a record's key fields in the Salesforce mobile app. So whenever you go ahead and open your Salesforce mobile app for any particular record, you want to see some specific fields, and that too in your preference. Like you want to see the account name first, then you want to see which industry it belongs. So all those kind of record key fields can be displayed in the Salesforce mobile app using compact layout. So you can design your own compact layout based on the needs of the organization, and only those fields will be visible on your Salesforce mobile app. So it is not assigned to a profile or individual user like we were doing in the normal page layout, but it is defined for the whole Salesforce mobile app. So whoever is going to access that Salesforce mobile app, they will see those fields only which are defined in the compact layout. So, but then compact layout, there are certain fields which are not supported in the compact layout. So those kind of field types are your text area, long text area, rich text area, and multi-select picklist. So these are some of the field types which are not supported by your compact layout. Other than that, all other field type data you can display on the compact layout, but it should be like designs in such a way to keep in context that we are going to use it on the mobile. So whatever data is very important, whatever field is very important, it should come on the upper side so that it will be easy for anyone to look without scrolling it. So that is the advantage of a compact layout. Then we have something called search layout. So whenever you go ahead and search any particular record in Salesforce, so there is a set of fields which get displayed when that record is searched. So that set of field you can select on the search layout. So it lets you choose the fields to show in search results, search filter fields. So basically, whenever you want to search any particular record, so whatever fields you want to get displayed when it gets searched, that you can set in the search layout. Buttons can also be customized that appear in custom list views and search results. So wherever your search results is coming, with that search result, what kind of buttons you want to display, that can also be customized in search layout. And you can add up to 10 fields in the search layout. And there are like some unique identifying fields, like you have account name for the accounts, or the opportunity name for the account, or maybe product number for the product object. So those kind of unique identifying fields will always be on the search layout, because that is what you're doing. Basically, you're searching for a particular record. So you would like to see that unique identifying field that is making it different from other records. So those kind of field cannot be removed from search layout. They have to have there be on the search layout. So these are the layouts which are there in Salesforce. So what we are going to do is for our TOTS buddies, as we discussed, that they will be conducting different kind of programs in schools, and then they have an option that some of the referral partner organization can refer different schools and to get conducted, or to be partnered with TOTS buddies to get conducted those kind of programs in school. So we under accounts, we would like to capture referral partners, and then we would like to capture schools. So those are the main two types of accounts or organization will be there in our developer org in TOTS buddies. Okay, so for that, what we are going to do is we will go ahead and create a page layout for schools kind of account. So I will show you here what does it mean. So suppose we will click on app launcher. We will go to my app. So here it is, our accounts. Okay. So currently when you click on any of the account, you can see different fields on the account record page. So suppose this is a account record, and then you can see all these fields over here, right? So these are the fields which are displaying currently on the page layout of account. If you want to remove any of these fields, or if you want to add any extra fields, you can do it in the page layout. So let's see how does it work. So to access a page layout, we have to go in the setup, click on the setup, then we will go to object manager, click on object manager, select your object. We will be selecting account. Then we have something called page layouts here. So we'll click on page layout. So currently there are 4 page layouts that are defined by default in Salesforce. And the one which we are seeing here is the account layout. So we will click on account layout. So this is something your layout editor basically, where you can edit this particular layout. You can add fields, add buttons, or you can remove fields or remove buttons. So based on that, so suppose you have a field called so suppose this is the field ticker symbol. So you can see here it is coming as ticker symbol here. So we don't want this field to be displayed. So what we can do, we'll select the field, and here you can see the minus or remove button. So I'll just click on remove. Okay. And I will save it. Now, when I go back to our account record, I have to refresh the page. I'll click on details. Okay, so sometimes because of the cookies, it doesn't get displayed like the instantly. So you might have to delete your cookies and then refresh it again. So what I'll do, I'll just close this one. I'll go ahead and click on app launcher, and I'll click again and open a new page. I'll go in the accounts, click on cancel details. It's not coming. Let me just refresh. Okay, so I just log in again and clear all the cookies. So now here you can see that particular field has gone from the page layout. So that's what you can do on the page layout. That's what I mean, that you can just remove fields, or if you want, like you can just have, suppose you want to have SIC code above the employees, so you can just drag and drop it here. If you want to remove any other field, or if you want to add any field from the available fields, so you can just add it here. Like if you have SIC code, you want to have SIC description, so you'll just drag and drop it here. So those kind of organization or those kind of changes you can do on the page layout. So suppose you have something called type, but do you want this type to be as a required field on this page layout? So you have to go and click on this wrench option. That is your properties basically. So whenever you click on properties, so here you can see that this is the field property, that okay, this type field, do you want it to be a read-only field? Do you want it to be a required field? So if you click on required, you click on OK. So here you can see that you will get an red asterisk mark. That means it becomes a required field. So all those kind of thing, different kind of organization, different kind of field properties, like read only, or you just want it to be hidden, so you can just remove it, like we did remove one of the fields. So those kind of thing you can do it in your page layout. So we'll just make it not required again, so it will be our optional field. If you click on OK, so the asterisk mark will go away. Now here you can see there are different other things you can do, like the buttons. So now here these are all the available buttons you can see whenever you go on the record page. So here are all those buttons that is visible here. So suppose you don't want to see any of the buttons, so you can just simply remove it by dragging it and dropping back into the your section of the button, so that will go away. So those kind of thing you can do in Salesforce. Then we were talking about the related list. So suppose we'll go and click on the related list here. So here currently you can see contacts, opportunities, cases, open activities, activity history, notes and attachment, partners and account programs, the relationship which we have created between accounts and program in the last video. So all this thing you can see here. So suppose you want to see different fields of the accounts and programs here, but currently you can see only the name. So you want to basically customize this related list according to your needs. So you can go ahead and click on properties, and here what all you want to see is, suppose you want to see the program name, you want to see the program type. So you have to just select from the available fields and you have to add under selected fields, and then you can also sort the order here, that what kind of sorting you want. And you want to apply these column information to other layouts as well, like currently you are using the account layout, but then if you want to do this same thing under other layouts, so you can just simply check the check boxes and you can just click on OK. So now here you can see the program name and program type as well under the related list of account programs. So that all you can do in the account layout. So we'll just simply save it. So after saving, all these changes will be displayed on your account layout. So just seeing those changes, just getting the changes visible on the layout, it might take some time. So you have to maybe delete your cookies, or you have to just log out and log in again. So those things will be applied whenever you log in again or after deleting the cookies. So it might take a little bit of time to display or to just get those things visible, whatever changes you have done in the page layout. So it might take some time to get visible on the your actual page, on the record page. So as we were discussing that we want to have two kinds of accounts in Thoughts Buddies. One is schools. So schools will be another kind of account where you are conducting the programs, and then there'll be a normal account which we will refer at as referral partners. So for that, for the schools, we want to have some of the information, like suppose in which region that school is located, like north, south, east, or west. We are defining that kind of region. And then maybe we have some other fields related to school, like we want to capture school number or something like that, or to designate a particular school. So we would like to have something called school number. So all those fields that we want to specifically get displayed whenever we entering a data of a school and not any other kind of organization. So it is not applicable for referral partner or any other kind of organization or account. In our case, we just want to have it in the school. So we will create another page layout for schools, and then we will show how we can link this school layout to the accounts where only school will be captured. So to make it happen, first we will create a page layout. So but before that page layout, we want to have those two fields to be created so that we can add those two fields in the school layout. So let's see, we'll go and create fields and relationship. We'll create a new field and we will select it as a picklist kind of field. We'll click on next and we will see school region. We will enter values with each value separated by a new line. We want to have as north, south, east, and west. Okay. We'll keep everything as by default. Click on next. So currently we will make it visible for all the profiles. We will click on next. And here we want to add this field on only on the school layout. So currently we don't have that school layout. So what we will do, we'll just remove it from here and we'll just save it. Okay, so that field is there, but currently that field is not visible in any of the layouts. So first we will go ahead and create that page layout for the school type of account. So we'll go ahead and create new on the page layout. So we want to take any existing page layout. Suppose we'll take account layout. So whatever the sections, whatever another fields which are there on the account will be visible here as well. But then we can add some additional field and we can also remove the fields from that layout which is not very relevant for the schools. So those kind of changes we will do in this layout. So we'll give it as school layout. And we will click on save. So because we have taken that existing account layout, so all this sections, fields, everything is coming by default. So whatever was there in the account layout, it is coming by default. Okay. So we will just see the one we have created, school region, and we will just drag and drop it here. So in case of school, we don't want to see the employees, so we will just remove it. We don't want to see SIC description, so we will also remove this one. We don't want to see SIC code, so we will remove this one as well. Okay, we don't want to see the annual revenue here in case of schools, so we will remove it here. So this is our specific layout for the school type of account. So currently all other information, I'm just keeping it here like that. Okay, and this is one of the additional information where you have like customer priority, SLA serial number, and all those kind of things, which we don't want to have it in case of school. So we will just remove this section from here. So the section is supplied by Salesforce.com. The section name is translated for international users. If you delete this section, you cannot add it back. So once we will delete this particular section, so it will not be coming back. You cannot add it. So instead of deleting the section, we recommend that you remove all the fields from it. This way, the selection will not appear on the page, but you will still be able to use it in the future. So it is giving you a warning that if you delete this particular section, you cannot add it back because this is something provided by Salesforce.com. So it is giving you an option that what you can do, you can just remove all the fields from under there. And in future, if you want to use this particular section of additional information in any of other use cases, you can use it. So I guess we will follow this thing. So we will just cancel it and we will remove all the fields from here instead of deleting this particular section. So because in future, if we want to add this section as additional information and we want to add some of the additional information related to the schools, we can use this particular section here. You can also build a new section in the page layout. Suppose you want to build another section. So you have to just see this section here. You have to just drag and drop it from section to here. Suppose you just, sorry. So you have to just drag and drop and keep it under here. So it is asking you what should be the name of your section. So suppose we will give it as school principal information. So what kind of page, what kind of section should be on? It should be on both detail page and edit page. And what should be the layout? It should be a 1 column or 2 column. So if you are selecting 2 columns, it is asking you what kind of key order, like whatever the fields or tab key you are, whenever you press the tab key, how it should go from one field to another field. So you can choose that like from left to right, then again left to right, or you want to have it as like top and down, then top and down. So basically it gives you a possibility to create that particular section based on the need, whatever you want to see it here. Suppose we'll choose 1 column and we'll click on OK, and then we can create one of the fields, like if you want to capture here about the school's principal. So we will just go ahead and create one field of school principal, and we have to just from the available fields in this section, we can just drag and drop it under this. So I want you to go ahead and create one of the field called school principal. You can have it as a text field, and you can just try dragging and dropping it here and see how your page layout looks like after creating that field. So then you can enter the detail about the school principal. So as of now, we will keeping it text field, but then if you want to try, you can have it as a lookup field, and you can have that lookup coming from the contact, because a school principal will also be a person who will be there under your contacts object. So there's an option, you can try both the options. You can just try adding one of the text field and you can just dragging a drop under this section, or if you want, you can have go ahead and create a lookup field for the contacts object and select that particular lookup as a school principal who's coming from the contact. So this thing you can do as on your own. So I'll just save it here. I'll just leave it as here, and I want you to do this particular task in Salesforce and see like what all other things you can do here and explore more of the page layout. So we'll just save it. So now here you can see the school layout has been created. Okay. Now we were talking about that we can assign different layouts to different profiles. So from where you can do those things is coming, you have to come to page layout assignment. When you click on page layout assignment, so currently you can see like different page layouts that are assigned to different profiles. So currently system admin has account layout, and then the marketing profile has marketing layout, sales profile has sales layout, and support profile has support layout. And then all other have by default account layout. Then there is someone who has minimum access. They are not assigned with any of the layouts. So you can just edit these assignments from here. If you want to change to any other particular layout, suppose you want to see under system admin, you want to see school layout which you have created currently. So what you can go ahead and do, you can just select account layout here in front of system admin, and what kind of page layout you want to see. So if you want to see school layout, you can just go ahead and click on school layout and just save it from here. Okay. So now whenever you log in with your system administrator profile. Whenever you go ahead and click on accounts, you will see school layout. So suppose we will log out and log in again here, just to make sure that the changes get appeared here. Okay, so we will log in, click on login, and then we will just leave it here, remind me later. Okay, so here we will click on app launcher, my app, click on my app, and when I click on accounts, go ahead and click on new. So here now you can see that the page layout is coming as school page layout. So we can see school region field in this layout, which was not coming earlier. So now by default, this has come, and all those other fields which we have deleted from the standard account layout when we were saving the school layout, so those field has also gone from here. And by default we have assigned system administrator as the school layout, so that's why it is coming as school layout whenever we trying to create it. So if you want, you can select whatever layout you want to display as default for that particular profile. So currently we can see only one layout in the in any of the profiles, because there is only one type of account present, that is the default or the master account. So but now we want to have it like two different kind of accounts, the referral partner account, and we will assign that account layout to that referral partner, and then we will have something called school record types, school type of accounts, and we want to assign the school layout to that particular record type. So like we are talking about the record type, so let's see what is a record type actually. So record type is, it basically it offers different business processes, picklist values, and page layouts to different users. So whenever you create a record for any particular type of object, you want to have it as a, suppose in our case, we want to have it created as a school. So we want to see school layout. But then we have some other records to be created as referral partner. So we want to see a normal referral partner or a account layout in that case. So we want that flexibility basically. So this record type gives you that control, that it controls different types of page layouts for different types of records. And you can also limit the pick list values. So what does that mean? Like you have this kind of pick list here, suppose click on new. So here you can see you have this pick list as type here, and you have these different options. But in case of school, you don't want to see all this option, you want to see some other option. But in case of referral partner, you want to see this option. So that means like you want to see different values under the same pick list. So that is possible only when you have different record types. So that's what it is saying, that it controls different types of page layouts for different types of records. And you can also limit the pick list values. Like in case of a school, the type pick list will have suppose school and preschool. But in case of a referral partner, whatever is the values, the standard values are there in the type pick list, we will keep it as is. So you can just change those pick list values, and you can assign different page layouts to different record types. So by standard, every object has a master record type, but then you can add multiple additional record types, and you can create different record types for an object, and you can assign different record types to different page layouts. So whenever a user assigned to a profile that is not enabled for a particular record type, it can't create records with that record type. So what does that mean? Suppose you have a profile, but that profile doesn't have access to a particular record type. Suppose you are using two profiles in your organization. So one is profile 1 and another is profile 2. So profile 1 doesn't have an option, doesn't have an access to record type school. So he cannot create any kind of records that are schools under the account object. He can only create the referral partner kind of account. And the profile 2 is assigned with both the records type, both the record types. So he can create both kind of records, school as well as referral partner. But the first one can only create referral partner. He cannot create school type of records. So he cannot create that type of record, the school type of record, but he can access those records. He can view those records, but he cannot create it. So that is one of the access control provided by the records type. So the profile which is assigned with those record type, they can create, edit, view, everything they can do related to those records. But if that person or that profile is not assign that particular record type, that access, then he or she cannot create the records related to that record type, but then they certainly can view those records. So this is about the record type. Okay, so there are some more consideration whenever you create a record type. So we'll just see this consideration and then we'll go in the Salesforce and we will see how we can create different record types, how we can assign different page layouts to those record types. So what it is saying, whenever you deactivate a record type, it means that no new records can be created with that record type. Okay, so whatever the records are already associated with that record type, it will be in the system. It will be shown as is before. But when you deactivate a record type, then any new records will cannot be created with that record type. But the existing will be like there only. So what are the different steps to create a record type? First, we'll create page layouts like we have created the school page layout. Then add any additional picklist value. So if you want to have any additional picklist values to be added, you can add it. Then you have to assign record types to profile. Then you go ahead and create record types and assign it to different profiles. Then you will assign page layouts for each profile for each record type. And then you can select the different pick list values for different record types. So whatever additional pick list values you have created, based on that and the existing ones, you can select, okay, these are the values which should be visible under referral partner and these are the values which should be visible under school. So let's see, we'll go ahead and create these different steps in Salesforce. So the first one we have already created. We have created a school page layout that is ready. Now we will go ahead and create any additional pick list value. So like we were discussing about the type pick list. So we want to have it here as school and preschool. So how we can just add those values here? We'll go back to the setup. We will click on fields and relationship. Here I will search for the type pick list under account. So I'll click on type. Here you can see different account type pick list values. So I'll just click on new and I will give it school and preschool. So I want to add these two values under the account type pick list. I'll just save it. Okay, so now here you can see that these are two values gets added in this account type pick list value, but I want these two fields only displayed when it is a school record type and not a referral partner record type. Okay, so we'll go ahead and first create two record types. The first one as school and another one as referral partner. So we click on the record type, we click on new, and there I said that there'll always be a master record type defined. So we'll just keep it as is here, the existing record type as master. Now the new record type we would like to have a school, capture school accounts. We'll make it as active. and it is enabled for all the profiles. So we'll just click on next. And what kind of page layout you want to have it is school page layout. So whenever you select the record type as a school, what kind of layout it should display as school layout for all these profiles. So I'll just click save and new, and we'll create another record type as referral partner. Referral partner. So capture other organizations details. So currently we have like referral partner as defining other organizations, because mostly we will capture either referral partner or the school. I don't think we will use any other organization in the system, but in case if you want to in future you see that okay, another type of organization which is not coming or which is not qualifying under schools and referral partners, so you can create one more record type as simply organization, and you can have those kind of organization in the record type. So I'll just enable it for all profile again. So currently by default the school layout or the school record type is currently default for all this profile, and we will make this also enable for all other profiles. So from here you can select okay, this particular record type should be enabled for this profile or not. So if you don't want to see this record type under your profile, any of these profiles, so you can just disable it from here. And if you want to make default for any of this profile, this particular record type, the referral partner record type, so you can do it from here. So these are the options from where you can assign different record types to different profile. So currently we have school record type as default for all the profiles, and then we have another record type referral partner that will be also enabled for all the profiles, but the default one would be the school. But then anytime you can, based on the organization structure, you can come here and disable it for those profile which you don't want to see. Suppose you want to have some informations which are like very secure, and you don't want to display it to all the profiles. So in that case you can just disable that particular record type for that profile, so that it will not be able to create the records of that particular record type which you want to keep it secure. So I just click on next, and here for this particular record type, what page layout you want to have as by default, I want to have it as account layout. So it will just select the account layout, and I will click on save. So now you have two record types created. Now as we were discussing about the pick list available, so here you can see the pick list type is available. We will click on edit. So we don't want to see school and preschool, so we'll just remove it from the selected values, and we will click on save. And in the school record type, we want to see school and preschool under type, and we don't want to see any other values. So we'll just click on the edit, and we will just deselect all other values from here. Just remove all these values, and we'll only want to see school and preschool, and just save it. Okay. So now there in the type pick list for the school type of record, you will see only two values of school and preschool. But in case of referral partner record type, you can see all other values. So now we will see how it looks in Salesforce. So we will just go ahead and refresh the page. I hope it gets visible here. Otherwise, we have to log in and log out again. Yeah, so we have to log out and log in again. So just log in again on login. On the app launcher, on my app. Now, when you go and click on accounts and you want to create new account, so what you're going to see, you will going to see two options, like what kind of account you want to create, a school account or a referral partner account. So click on new. So see here, you can select a record type, school to capture school accounts and referral partner to capture other organization detail. Suppose we click on school, click on next. So now here you can see under the type pick list, we can only see school and preschool, and the layout is coming as the school layout, which we have defined. So it is coming as school and preschool under the type. And in case we will select the referral partner, you click on referral partner, click on next. Here under the type, you can see all other values except school and preschool, which we have removed. So that is the advantage of record type. You can have two different page layouts. So here you can see the page layout is coming as the account page layout because all these fields are visible here. So the basically record types gives you that flexibility to create or to store different kind of data in the same object. So because you're using the same object, for different to store different type of records, as like the schools as well as the referral partner, you don't want to create two different objects to create to store those two different type of records. So you are using the same object, but you have the flexibility to segregate those record types. So the one was the school and the another one is the referral partner, and you can also assign different page layouts. You can change basically based on the profiles what record type should be enabled for one and what record type should be enabled for other profiles, or if you want to show both record types for both profiles, but you want to have different page layouts, that also you can do. Then you can also customize the pick list values as well. So all this flexibility and customization and everything that is there in your organization can be easily doable in Salesforce using just the page layouts and the record type. So you don't need any additional development for this. Just using these drag and drop functionalities, just using this declarative options, you can have this kind of customization, or this kind of use case can be done in Salesforce very easily. So that is all for today's session. I want you all to go ahead and try these different options and see what all you can do with this. You can explore many other options available in the page layouts. You can just remove section, add section. You can remove some buttons, add different kind of buttons. So you can play around with it. You can see what all flexibility it is giving you. And then you can create record types. You can assign different record types to different profiles, and you can just go ahead and play with it and explore it more. So that is all for today's session. Thank you all for joining me here.